you are the husband or whether you are the wife, actively listen to what your partner has to say. Hello my loyal royalty, welcome back to yet another sit down Sunday video. It's so good to have you back. So in today's video I am working alone and we're going to be discussing how to build effective communication with your partner or your husband or your boyfriend. That is if you have a stable relationship going or whatever the case may be. So in the video I am just going to share with you guys some of the strategies that have been working for me and some which I am still learning and still adapting to. So yeah guys, continue watching and please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe so that you are part of the family. So when it comes to effective communication with your partner, it's not about talking or you being heard or you throwing around your arguments all over the place. The first strategy that I found that really works is active listening. Active listening when your partner is airing out their views or putting pointers across of what doesn't sit right with them and what does sit right with them. It involves not you having to formulate responses whenever they are talking or saying their side of the stories. You know, when you are busy planning a response whenever your partner is saying something or pointing something out to you, that is not you practicing good communication skills or good active skills. You need to listen, wait for your partner to finish whatever they are saying before you can respond. Wait for your partner and don't cut down your partner and say when they are trying to say, let's say, what you did this morning when you did A, B, C, D did not sit well with me, and you already have an answer to whatever they are saying, or you interrupt them before they finish their sentence. That is not active listening, and that just disrupts the flow of you and your partner, you and your husband trying to put your thoughts onto the surface or onto the table. So that is one strategy that I personally am still learning, but I just decided to share with you guys. So engage in active listening. Wait and understand where your partner is coming from. What triggered them to be upset, what triggered them to be angry, what triggered the emotional state that they are in, without you coming and trying to justify yourself and say I had reasons for whatever I did, and just cutting your partner whenever they're trying to explain their emotions to you. I used to be that person who, whenever my now husband, when we were still dating, whenever he is trying to put across a point to me, I was always ready with an answer. I was always ready with a defense to say no, but I did
this because you also did A, B, C, D, and E to me. So
that's not a way of you actively listening when your partner is trying to put across something to you. The same goes to our partners, maybe our husbands, to say they also have a role to play in active listening. You can say that whenever when I'm not well, or when I am mad, my husband takes time to ask me what's wrong. He wants to listen, he wants me to say it all out so that we can fix the issue. And he is not someone who he interrupts you whenever you are saying something that is bothering you. He gives you the platform to air out your views and say, no, when you did A, B, C, D, it did not sit well with me. So that's the first strategy that we all need to learn, whether you are the husband or whether you are the wife. Actively listen to what your partner has to say. Avoid interrupting them when they're explaining whatever they want to explain. Avoid formulating answers already in your mind to say, I have like 5 defense walls that I'm going to put up whenever he's going to bring up this topic, or whenever she is going to bring up this topic, because trust me, you will not go anywhere. At the end of the day, whatever issue that she had will not be resolved, because you both want to be listened to, but you don't want to listen to the other party, and that means that the issue would only be solved to one person, and the other person won't benefit out of whatever you have been talking about in that conversation. So that is one strategy that I can share with you, to say, learn to actively listen to your partner whenever they have something to say. Listening also involves you cutting off everything that will distract you. You know, sometimes there's this video which really triggered me, which really made me angry. Like, there was a couple in an argument, right? But the husband was busy on his phone, like focusing on his phone, while the wife is like expressing their feelings or expressing how they were feeling in the moment. And you are busy, you are there pressing your phone, or maybe you are there on your laptop, or you are giving your attention to something else, when there is a human in front of you trying to tell you how they felt because of something that you did. So whenever you feel that there is something that needs to be addressed, there's an elephant in the room that needs to be addressed, cut all distractions out and give all your attention to your partner. It's not that hard to just set your phone aside, stop what you were doing for some minutes. Obviously, you're not going to spend the whole day on one topic talking about one thing. So set your phone aside, stop whatever you were doing, and give undivided attention to the moment, to whatever is happening, truly hearing or understanding your words. It's not about you being heard. Practice curiosity and empathy. Be curious to know, like, how is my partner feeling at this moment? If I was in their shoes, what was I going to do, or how was I going to handle the situation? How was I going to put across my feelings and everything like that? So that's the first thing that I wanted to just talk about in today's video. So moving on to the next strategy that I think will really work when you are trying to build a strong bond of good relations with your partner, husband, boyfriend, whatever the case may be. Now that we have practiced active listening, it's now your turn to air out your views, or express yourself, or give your own side of the story. What do you now do? Practice expressing yourself clearly. Practice expressing yourself clearly. In this point, I don't mean to say shout at the top of your voice, or use a very mean ways to express that you are angry or you are sad. This is the time for you to choose the tone of whatever you want to put across. This is the time for you to choose the right wording that you're going to use. I've learned in my years of dating and in my few years of marriage that using I instead of you is a very good way of wording whenever you want to voice out your own opinions or your own side of the story clearly to your partner, because I gives a safe space which is not sort of like a blame game whenever you are having a conversation. Because you see that whenever you use "you did this," "you did that," it's like you are blaming your partner, and you are putting across an attack to them to say, "I am mad because you did this. I am mad because you frustrate me, you you," is a bad way to try and convey your feelings to your partner. Try and use I feel that I am not being given the kind of attention that I want because you will be working all day. You see, there is I in that statement. You start with I feel like I need some help in the kitchen because the work has really been overwhelming for me. I feel like we need to add more to our finance, maybe to our budget, because some of the things are just not adding up. You see, that's a difference between saying, "You are not giving me enough money to buy groceries. You are not giving me attention in this house. You are always working. You are not helping me with the child." There is a difference. There is a clear difference in how you put your thoughts across to the next person. You see, you understand where I'm coming from. I hope you do understand where I'm coming from. Learn how to put yourself across to the next person without seeming like you are attacking them. That way, even if they had some negative response that maybe they were crafting in the back of their head, or they had some defense mechanism, they soften up, and they can now open up to you and say, "Oh, I understand where you're coming from. I will do this and this and this to improve the situation. I will stop doing what you do not like." When you go to a person in the attack mode, trust me, they will revert back in an attack mode. "You don't pay attention to me," and then they bring something to attack you back. So if you attack your partner, they are going to attack you back. Most certainly, they are going to attack you back. But if you approach them nicely, if you air out whatever you are feeling nicely, in a calm, collected manner, you choose the right words, trust me, that conversation will flow. That conversation will go smoothly. Don't try and show your in Shona in Shona, Zimbabwe, there are totems that are known that they voice out so much. You hear a person say, "Inini ndiri chihera ndinzwaro," or something like, "Vana chihera vanzwaro, vana chihera, they are too talkative." Calm down when you're trying to express yourself to your partner. Calm down when you're trying to put a point across. Let them understand where you're coming from without you coming to attack them. It doesn't work. It doesn't work like that. It's not that I am an expert in relationship, guys. I am not an expert, but these are things that I have learned as I was dating, when in my first year in marriage, and so far so good. So if this is the kind of content that you like, if this kind of content resonates with you, then stay with me until the end of the video, because I still have a lot more to share with you. So moving on to the next point, we all know that conflicts are part of relationships. Conflicts are part of marriage. Conflicts are even part of your dating journey before you even get married. Conflicts are going to be there in marriage forever, because you said you're going to be together for better, for worse. And for worse usually means that there are conflicts in that marriage. So how you handle those conflicts really contribute to whether your relationship is going to grow for the better or is going to go down the drain and lead to something which is not pretty at all. So leads me to my next point. Whenever there is a conflict in the house, you had a conflict, something did not go right, and you both are angry, and you, before you throw words at each other, take time to pause and talk about whatever issue you have when both of you are calm. Evaluate the situation and discuss whatever it is when you both calm down. In that way, there is no one who is coming with a defense war already. You both took time out to like calm yourselves. Maybe you like taking a walk to calm yourself, or you like cleaning. There are some people who like using cleaning as a way of taking out their frustration, or you like baking as a way of taking out your frustration. When you are calm, when you see that both of you are calm, maybe in the evening when you see that both of you are calm, then that's a perfect opportunity for you to resolve your conflict. Talk about whatever it is that went wrong or how you wronged each other. Oh, you know that saying that says never go to bed angry. Personally, I can't sleep when I'm angry. I'll be tossing and turning, tossing and turning, tossing and turning. You see that you are just actually killing yourself, killing your own emotions, and you're affecting yourself. So whenever you say that you're now calm, maybe introduce the issue so that you can both talk it out, you can both iron the situation out. Because holding on to whatever it is and keeping it and not addressing the issue and just taking it to the next day and the next day and the next day will just lead to you guys having unresolved conflicts in the bag somewhere. And one day when you explode, you're going to bring out all the screenshots and all the evidence that you have hidden in some drawer somewhere to say, and I let you go, and then last month you did the same, and what. Already it has escalated into a very big argument, which can be avoided, when you just address the situation. Then they hit hit the steel while it's hot. Promptly address your conflicts, and you realize that you live a happy life with your partner. Because once you wait to beg all those screenshots and whatever that your partner did, trust me, you will just walk around miserable. You are a miserable wife, you're a miserable husband. You just looking at your partner saying, this person, I will never forgive her, I will never forgive him, because he did this and this last year. It's not like really a productive and healthy relationship to have. So manage your conflicts right there and they, promptly, when everyone is calm, obviously, because we don't want always flying around to say you were the wrong one, you were the wrong one. We don't want that. Aim for a resolution that works for both of you, where it's a win-win situation for both of you. And also listen. The point of listening to your partner keeps coming back. Listen to what your partner has to say. Listen, when there is a conflict, listen to what the other party has to say. What made them do what they did to you in the first place? Just listening most probably solve whatever has been going on between you two. So the next thing that I want to talk about is non-verbal communication. Non-verbal communication plays like a very big role when it comes to communicating with your partner, guys. I can't tell you how many times my husband has told me to stop frowning or to stop doing some really unnecessary facial expressions when he's trying to put across a point to me, because that's also a way of you communicating with your partner, right? So let's say your husband is saying something to you and you are busy making funny faces or frowning, or you are just showing that whatever he is saying to you at the moment is totally nuisance and you don't want to talk to him. How do you think that he's going to feel? That's not going to do anything better for whatever the situation is. That's just going to worsen everything, because you are showing your partner that you don't have time to listen to them. You don't care what they have to say, and you you are just not bothered with what they have to say. I have a tendency of like keeping quiet, being moody whenever I have something that bothered me, or whatever my husband did to me that I did not like. I have a tendency of just being moody. That's not nice. That's not pretty. It's not nice, guys. It's not nice. I am sharing this with you, but I am also trying to reinforce this within myself to say it's not nice, it's not good. Pay attention to your body language, because it says a lot. It conveys a lot back to your partner whenever they're trying to communicate something. Whenever they're trying to say something, smile, lean in, show that they have your undivided attention. Hold hands, maybe to show support, or maybe they are telling you what has been stressing them. Maybe it's work or finances. Holding your partner's hand really goes a long way to say, I am here, I support you, whatever you're going through, I am here, I am your partner, we are going through this together. Holding their hands gives them strength. It's also a very powerful type of body language that you can give to them. Whenever they are talking, nodding, signifying that yes, I hear you, smiling, signifying that yes, I hear you and I agree with you. You see, those little things really go a long way when you're trying to build that effective and strong communication platform with your partner. As I said earlier, I am no expert. So let's move on to regular check-ins. Regular check-ins are those conversations that you just have. They are not planned. They are not planned. They are just conversations that you have with your partner, trying to check in where your relationship is. Terrible. Are we good? Like, just a terrible. My husband always does that. Terrible. Just a terrible. And all that. Regular check-ins with your partner, and you will see that whenever he does that, like whenever he says terrible, just a terrible. If I have something that is on my mind that I want to talk about, maybe it's not even an argument, maybe it's just something that I've been thinking about, then I'll just tell him, oh, I've been thinking about ABCD, and then you see that a conversation starts flowing and you start talking about things, maybe goals, what you want to do, your plans, your future plans as a family, as a couple, what you want to do in terms of career, finances, you name it. So it's good for you to have those regular check-ins with your partner or your husband to say, we have time, we can make time to talk about things. That is what I had for today's video, guys. I hope that you do I hope that you did enjoy today's segment of Sit Down Sundays. And if you are new to the channel, if you're a new subscriber, hello and welcome. I hope that you stay. If you're a regular, hi, and thank you so much for tuning into today's video. Don't forget to like, comment, share this video if you can, and I'll see you in the next video.